Hey, you come here often? To my dumpster? No? Oh. This is awkward. Anyway, it's pretty empty right now. Until I fill it with my crap. Let's walk over to my biggest headache right now. Also, in this video, I'm going to be making my catio and my makeshift shed. That's going to go over my in-the-ground door. Also, look, there's more crap. It's everywhere. Let me give you an idea what we're working with. I guess supposedly the kids tried to build a fort. You can tell they gave up. But we have all of this, and way over there, underneath the vines that Mother Nature tried to cover for me, is an even bigger pile of wood. Look at all of this. Oh, there's more, of course. So much wood. Giggity. Now, I know what you're saying. Ayla, why didn't you burn it? I don't know. The only fireplace I have is right there, and it's too close to my pool to even use because it would melt my pool. And it's like decayed wood, like wood that's been here years upon years. I guess there were some trees back here that the previous owners had cut down and then like stored it to like use it and then didn't. This is the wheelbarrow I'm going to be using. I have a more heavy duty one, but I'm going to see if this one works because I just like the handle of this one. I also have a thread counter. I'm going to keep track of how many times I go from the wood to the dumpster bin until I'm done. What's your guess? I'm going to say 53 times. I really hope I'm like aiming high on that because holy crap, can you imagine? I mean, I can because I'm the one doing it. But before anything, I had to add those pallets and an old mattress. I'm not tired yet. What are you talking about? I just got started. 1, 2, 3, 4. And are they getting bigger or is it just me? Oh, look at this single drip on my nose. Dink. Working hard or hardly working? I'm working hard. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's speed things up a bit. That's rude. And here we are at 16. But I actually got a really good idea. My neighbors actually have somebody over cutting down trees for them, and they just backed up their truck. I think I'm just going to tarp my trunk of my car and just drive back there and fill it. Oh my God, I wish I would have thought of that. So maybe I won't get to my 53. Maybe I can do it a lot sooner. I have a big opening gate, so I should be able to drive my car. Oh, hi, baby guy. Why haven't you helped me? Here we are before. After. If I had to guess, that's like at least 3 to 4 wheelbarrows. I hit the jackpot. Okay, now I'm smarter. Still harder, though, because I touched every piece of that wood. I'm still going to count the trunk as wheelbarrowfuls. I'm going to count it as 4. So we are at 20. I know that's technically, I'm not doing the wheelbarrow, but I still want to see if it's within 53. Hey, where you been all my life? Oh, in my driveway? Oh, it's my fault I didn't think about this sooner. You've got some attitude. So new fear unlocked. Every time the wind blows slightly, acorns fall. And some have hit my car so hard that you'd think I have to call car insurance. I'm protected right now. But good news is I noticed that the pile of wood is actually on a higher set of dirt. So, oh my God. So the wood is not as deep as I thought. But now I got a fear for my life. Just gonna borrow this for a little bit. Also, I have to retire my gloves. This wood has shredded it. The only other ones I have are gardening gloves. So I hope those work. That's gonna be it for me today. This was 5 hours of work and 2 hours of work yesterday. So we're at 7 hours so far. I have maybe an hour or 2 left. But my fingers really hurt and my back hurts, and I'm going to listen to my body because she knows what's best for me. Look at my trunk. We're going to go ahead and clean this out. Oh, dang it. Some got in it. Crap. But I'm very proud of myself for the work I've done so far. And we will finish it up tomorrow and then get started on this shed. That's my reward. It's now 2 days later. I spent all of yesterday moving the leaves and the decayed wood into the yard. So look at all this fresh dirt. I didn't film any of it yesterday because early on I found baby moles and it really dampened my day because I didn't want to uproot a family. So I hope they survive. I put them over there. I haven't seen them, so fingers crossed. But now I'm going to be focusing on getting the rest of this wood. We are burning some of it, but it's so damp that I keep just having to use lighter fluid. So we're going to go ahead and load up the rest of this. The amount of times I had to push the thought out of my mind of just stopping and giving up because I was like, why am I putting myself through this? But then I finished it and I'm so glad I did. And yeah, I could have paid somebody to do it, but then I would have had to pay somebody to do it. And that right there was my final carload. Look at this bin. Oh, it's a lot of crap. I still have some room too for a lot of the boxes I have from moving. Also, the tally counter, we're at 52. My guess was 53. Now, I do realize that I only did 16 wheelbarrow runs, but you know what? I'm counting that, okay? Give a girl a 15-foot dumpster and she'll make magic happen. Bippity boppity. Bish bye. On to the fun part of this project that I am honestly going into it delusional, and I'm hoping for the best. So here is the door that I'm wanting to attach my catio with, but I don't like this open area. The wood is very rotted, so I would like to build a shed that goes over this portion, and then from the side of the shed, there's an access point for the entire catio. I'm just going to like impose the picture over where I'm talking about just so you get an idea. It should go over the lamp. It should go over the roof, and it should keep it all enclosed so that no more moisture can go down there, which we will work on that area when the time comes. I think I'm going to get the shed built first. Here is the lucky lady. It is a slanted shed. I think you would use this for like bicycles or something. I don't know. It comes in 2 boxes. We're going to go ahead and open it up and pretty much just prep it. I probably won't actually start building till tomorrow. It does say it takes about 4 hours, so we're going to just double that because it's just me, so. Challenge accepted! I got 2 even bigger boxes over there. That is the catio, so I'm not too worried about that one. This will actually be my second time making a catio. This is just slightly larger. This is the one I'm worried about right here. Because like I said, fully delusional going into this. If it comes out great in the end, I'm going to be like, heck freaking yeah! And if I fail some way, hey, I told you I was delusional. Don't take me to court! This is what's in box 1. Also, it does recommend cut-resistant gloves because I guess the metal is pretty sharp, so 1 step ahead of you. It was actually commented a lot that people were cutting themselves and to get gloves, so they failed so that I could succeed, so thank you, Beige. They also did say that it was covered in plastic and that it was time-consuming to peel all that off, which I'm assuming that's box 2, so good thing I like a good peel. Oh, so this is what they meant. Look at that. So yeah, I can definitely see how this is time consuming, but also very satisfying. This is what's in box 2, and it does look like to be all the panels, which are wrapped in plastic, which really wasn't that bad. That little pile is from box 1, so we'll go ahead and get started on that. But I am bummed that there was a giant hole on the outside of the box, and it does look like there was some denting and some bending, but it'll be fine. I am aware that the price that I pay is the price that I get. And this is fine. I honestly just need it to cover that area. That's it. I mean, and look nice, somewhat, you know. Don't want to be like that neighbor, you know, like, who is that bad? And that's how you get those bad boys undressed. Some of them are a lot easier than others. I've already done about 21 of them. I have 6 right here, and I still have about, I don't know, probably another 15 in the box. It's going pretty smooth, just, you know, getting metal naked in here in my garage. Nothing weird about that. Also, the more time I spend in my garage, the more I realize it needs some love. Like, that was a dartboard. Also, what did they have here? My God. I look forward to this, though. I'm excited. It'll need a whole scrub down. I want fresh paint on the walls. I'll probably paint the concrete. It used to be blue. At least I think that's blue. Gray. It's on my list. I feel like we get into a funk where we want to just do all of it and can't understand why we can't get it all done right away. And it's like, chill, girl. The world is your palette. Don't mean you have to throw all the paint on at once. Now that was a lot of plastic, but I have all of it peeled. Also, don't mind the cat litter. It's for when I have to use the bathroom. Now we get to move outside of my garage. I'm going to build it out here next to where it needs to go because there is modifications I need to do. I'm pretty much building this and then taking a hacksaw or whatever type of metal saw to cut out the pieces I need because the lamp actually is going to be inside the shed, so I need to cut out that. And I need to cut out the door so that I can still use this as an emergency exit because the door will be right here. So it's literally, I'm just enclosing that so that it stops getting weeds and grass and bugs. Eventually, I think it would be really nice to have an actual built-in patio here and enclose that door. That's for future Ayla. I ain't dealing with that right now. Here's the frame all put together. See how close I am to where it needs to go. So I'm really hoping once it's built, me and my son's dad could easily pick this up. I haven't asked for his help yet, but I have no doubt that he will help me. Like, I see it being like slightly heavy, but not like We can't pick this up, Ayla. What the hell? Weak much? I know you're not calling me weak. I go to the gym like twice a week. Oh yeah? I go none, and I still have these guns. I'm having a whole conversation with my ex-husband. I'm gonna get a letter from his lawyer. I'm just kidding. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I did that. That's a nice corner. I think I got the exoskeleton essentially done. I did have to switch a lot of the top parts because I am wanting to flip the roof. This is how the instructions have it labeled. My house is here. So I can't have the slope going towards my house. I need it to go away from my house. So the door is there. I'm just taking this and flipping it. So safe to say I'm doing a lot of math up in here. Not really, I'm just switching things. Hoping for the best. Now let me go ahead and fill in the walls. Very nice. Solid. Wow, look at that. So far, it's been very easy. Like, yeah, another person would have been helpful, but like, did I need it? No. Now I'm gonna move on to the roof. It is actually a little bit shorter than me. I'm 5'6". So of course when we put the roof on, it'll be a little bit taller. And then I'm gonna put on the door. It is now the next day and I have a confession to make. I cut myself. The 1 second I didn't have my glove on and I went to go do something and I cut myself. Didn't listen to the comments. Well, I mean, I did. I just didn't continue to. So, but I actually wrapped it so fast that I think it was just like a little bit deeper than a paper cut. But I think I sealed it so fast that my skin was like, whoa, Mish, we were cut. So this is what I have. I just have to put on the panels for the roof and then the door, of course, and then I'm done with the shed. I'm not done. I have to go to, I think, either Menards or Lowe's, and I have to buy a cutter that can cut through the metal. Excuse me, can you get your nuts off my shed? Oh, and I also had to re-drill new holes into this metal bar because since I am flipping the roof, the high part is actually supposed to be on here. So the appropriate holes are for this side. So thankfully I know a thing or two about a drill. Enough with the nuts! Hey, how's it going? Check out my shed. I'm done. It's actually like 50 degrees hotter in there. It is freaking scorching. Let's go inside. Come on in. Ah, like the roof is hot. I freaking did this. In total, it took me, I guess 4 days, but not like the whole 4 days. It's like bits and pieces of each day. 2 of the days was just peeling the plastic. Look at me getting another reason to be proud of myself. I just look at her. Also, ignore this. I make it look way worse than it is. I just don't want to bend it because it heals faster. It's been so funny explaining this to people and just getting the look of, you're not going to be able to do that. And I'm like, watch me. I mean, you are, but you never know. When I set my mind to something, I have to do it. Even if I fail, I'm going to do it. I call it a blessing. So I'm pretty hopeful that I got everything I need to cut up the shed. But before I do that, I want to get this area clean so that once it's done being cut, I can just move it right away. So we're going to clean out this whole area. I'm going to remove all those old panels. I'm not going to put the new flooring in until the shed is on, just in case it rains before I can get the shed on. We're going to clean the concrete. We're going to flatten around it just so I make sure this is as level as possible. So I thought the bottom of this was just wood on top of dirt. Oh, that raffers. But now that I'm pulling up pieces, there's concrete. So I think this is a whole slab of concrete. This is just dirt and buildup from all the seasons. Please don't go in the hole. Hey, please don't go in the hole, okay? Also, I'm not doing anything with this sub pump. I'm just gonna leave it as is, just because I'm not a professional and it might need it again some other day because like I said, this shed is just temporary. Wow, that was all dirt. Look how thick that line is up there. That's how tall the dirt was. Huh. No wonder why the sub pump don't work no more. It was coated in dirt. I hired Waffles today. Oh, I think she just quit. I just finished power washing that wall. Look at that one. Bye. That is diabolical. What? Oh, I really did gag. Oh, that's so gross. What? I don't know what to do. And just like that, it went from a graveyard back to a lamp, a light, a porch light. Wow. I'll just put all the bugs over there. I can't push it off any longer. I'm going to finally cut into the metal. I'm going to be using this Works blade. It says it cuts through metal, so I'm really hopeful. Everything is done as far as cleaning down there. The rest I can't do until the shed is in place. So we're just gonna go for it. I can't put it off anymore. It's driving me crazy. Like, I've never cut metal before. Metal's cut me. I don't want to talk about it. But side note, my cut did heal very nicely. Look at that. Back to normal. I'm gonna cut this little section first. This will actually go right here so that the whole thing can lay flat. Wow, I actually did it. That's the most horrible job I've ever seen, but I freaking did it. Go me. So I went on a whim here and I just started trying to move it by myself because God forbid I ask for help. But it does fit. So now I'm going to cut out the lamp so that the lamp actually goes flush. I will worry about cutting out the door once this is stable. Yeah, so I love torturing myself. And there's a little window for my light. It fell down there. Oh, I'm really hot. It's like a sauna in here. So I'm just going to line the edges with this just to make it a little less dangerous, I guess. And voila. Now, is it beautiful? Yes, it's beautiful. Who are you to judge it? You try being tape on sharp metal. Tell me how beautiful you look. Now I'm just going to go ahead and scoot the rest of it up against the house. Man, I'm so excited. I'm actually thrilled I'm doing this by myself. And I'm not trying to tell you guys to put yourself in danger. If you can't do something and you know your limits, trust yourself. I, on the other hand, know I can do this. So I'm proving myself right because, hey, isn't she lovely? Oh my goodness. Now it does have some flaws. I need to get a longer board to go at the bottom to fill in those gaps. And I, of course, have this gap because the roof sits flush, but I have about a 2-finger gap on the side. That is why I bought the roofing tape. I'm going to use it to seal the side and cut it to where it can be flush against the siding. But here it is. Look at her. The light is thriving. Like I said, I do need to cut the door. I'm going to probably cut it from the inside so that it is still workable. And then once the catio is built, I'm going to cut another hole in this side for them to jump up to go out into the catio. And I need to get an inside lock for this because it came with an outside lock. I don't want to be locked into here. And I don't want people to be able to let my cats out. Not that anybody would. But wow. Freaking yes. This is what it looks like from inside. I'm going to go ahead and get that all removed. And poof, the wall is gone. I'm sorry, did you say something? Because I can't hear you. That was really loud. I did it! I'm going to seal it now with the same stuff I did for the window. I'm using my stud daddy to pick up all of the little shards. Look at that. They look like little sea urchins. I also didn't realize how much of it would be, so I think I'm going to get my actual big magnet. Wow, that was a lot of metal shavings. I'm going to have to like sweep like 4 times. I still have to put down a flooring, so at least that's going to cover a lot of it, but I have to make sure it's all clean so that my cats don't get cut or my son or me. But damn, look at that door. I think that's pretty much all I can do today. I have to run to Menards to get some bricks and stuff to line underneath it just to make it completely level and flush and there's no holes. And I need to get a lock. So on to tomorrow. So I got a lock, I got the bricks, and it rained today. I have one little spot from the roof that is leaking, just one little drip at a time, so I'll fix it with some sealant, but hey, okay, beige, okay. So it looks like it's coming through the actual screw hole, but not through all of them, just some. So that's an easy fix. Look at all my cats. I'm king of the castle. I mean the cats. It is 2 days later. It has been raining nonstop, which I'm glad because 1, we needed the rain. And 2, I'm glad I moved the shed when I did. But we're going to put that on a back burner for a little bit. I'm going to focus on the catio today because it's supposed to be kind of crappy this week and today is like my only good day. So we're going to shoot for the best. Do you think I can do it, baby girl? That's my hype, girl. Now for the building portion of this, I'm probably not going to show much of it. Maybe I will. I already did a video of this where I went in detail of building it. And it's the exact same model. It's just slightly bigger. So I'm going to save you guys because this video is probably already hella long because I put so much into it. But I will go ahead and give you guys the before, and then I'll come back after. So the catio is going to be right here, and the attachment to go in and out of the house is going to be somewhere around there. So before and after. Look at that bitch! Look at it! I freaking did that! And I did it in 5 hours. Get some! Since the catio doesn't sit flush with the shed, I'm going to make a kind of like a tunnel so that the cats can't get wedged behind it. And I think I'm going to put it right there. I'm not even done with the cat door, and 5 of my cats are already out here. They're like, bish, freaking finally. Where's the other one? Oh, there's baby girl. I ended up just taping all of the edges, and then I actually stacked some bricks on the side so that they can't go into that little gap. Eventually, I'm going to have to get some type of door flap, but it's not necessary because it's not like this shed is going to keep heat. They will have a cat door here, which is my next job, and then that'll have a seal so they can go in and out and then come in and out. Oh, Jesus. We good? Let's pretend for a sec that you're a cat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jump up there. Oh, sorry, I can't reach. I'm going to be using the same cat door that was actually at my other house. This is one that's programmed with their microchips. It's called SureFlap. I'm going to go ahead and measure it, and we're going to put it into this door that leads out to the shed. I am slightly concerned because this is supposed to go flush against it, because last time I had it on a like screen door where it wasn't a 2-layered thick door. But I feel like if I had extra long screws, it could just reach it. Do I risk it? Because if I fail, I have to buy a whole new door. I'm risking it for the biscuit. I've marked out where I'm going to have it go. I hope I can match the other side with it. Here's for hoping for the best. I got through the first layer. And there you have it. Look at that bitch. Ayla, is there anything you can't do? I mean, obviously, but do you think I'm going to tell myself that? No. I'm going to use my upstairs window to help with this one. I'm going to seal the roof with this roofing tape. I'm just going to kind of wedge it like that so that when it rains, it's not actually falling behind my shed and coming down against that wall and the door. Wow, I did that just in the nick of time. From this distance, it actually doesn't look too shabby. But if you get really close, you can see it kind of wrinkled a little bit. It was really hard kind of hanging out of that window to do that. But hey, I did it. It's also just started to rain, and that baby's dry. Tomorrow, I'll focus on sealing the edges. I actually have to cut the tape so it fits in between each divot of the house. So I'm just going to use this long strip of roofing tape. Like a glove. Maybe a slightly used, wrinkly one, but a glove nonetheless. And again, from a distance, it doesn't look too bad. And anybody who comes over and says it does, I'm going to be like, bitch, let me go to your house and nitpick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Of course, I did the side nobody will see a lot better. Well, I mean, my neighbor will see it, and he'll think I did a good job. So since the concrete is not level, it was, chipped away for this sub pump. I'm not removing the pipe because who knows if this sub pump will need to be used in the future. So we're just leaving it as is. But I bought these planks of wood, and we're just going to line them across the bottom, and I'm just probably going to have to cut 1 or 2 to fit around the pipe. Look how perfectly snug that fits. My measuring is on point. It's time I change out the blade. This is what I used to cut the shed, the door, everything. This is what it looked like before. Wow. My goodness. Thank you for your services. I just have to say, with everything I have done in this video, I am more impressed with this section right here. I went to Menards with my measuring tape and bought 5 of these planks and 1 thin plank, and it has fit absolutely perfect. Oh my goodness. I am so impressed with myself. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you. I can't do anything without you. I love you, babe. I love you too. For the dripping that was coming from my ceiling, I just used Flex Seal Clear. So fingers crossed that works. To cover the wood, I'm going to use these self-adhesive tiles that were just left at my house from the previous movers. It's probably not going to look the most fanciest, but it'll look better than what's underneath the wood. Not too shabby, Ayla. I think that looks really good. We do have like a tiny spot right there. I'm not worried about it. It isn't the most flattest surface you've ever seen, especially if a human walks on it, especially by where that sub pump is. It kind of bows just a little bit. But it's not really meant for people to come out here. Yes, in an emergency, absolutely. Otherwise, it's for my cats, and I think it looks pretty good. With it being vinyl too, if it does leak anymore, since I sprayed it, It's not going to ruin it. I can easily wipe it up. And if we ever have to get to the sub pump for whatever reason, we have to just pick up the wood pieces. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, but if you do, I'm going to be mad. I have 4 rugs that I bought from Family Dollar. I'm just going to line the steps with them and put a couple hanging on the wall just so they can scratch to their heart's content. It might save my couch, but if I'm being honest, it probably won't. Here is the stairs and the 2 scratching walls. Also, as you can tell, the cat's already tried it out and it was a success. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am done with this entire huge project. I can finally get back to crafting. I did one final touch. I decided to hang up their portraits because, I mean, this is their domain now. And I even put up my angels. That is Mr. Puss. He was my first ever cat. And then we have Ninja Pete. He looks exactly like Mitty, except he doesn't have extra toes and he has a nick on his ear. And Bobtail. I wish I had a better picture of him. He was a stray that I fed that I finally got to trust me, and I had to take him into the vet because he was so sick. I miss them all terribly. Then I have Pretty Girl, Cocoa Bean, Baby Girl, Sunny, Mitty, and Waffles. They are in order of how I got them, but not necessarily age, because I think Waffles is actually around the same age as Cocoa Bean. She's 10, 7, 4, 3, 2, and I believe she's 6 or 7. What an improvement of what this was before. And now they have a beautiful little space to go into before they go out into their catio. I am speechless. I'm so proud of myself. I wish it wouldn't have taken me as long in the season to do it, but your girl had a lot on her plate, and I still have a lot on my plate. But I'm thankful every day that I get an opportunity to do something new and to live this beautiful life. And now my cats get to enjoy being outside more. And I'm already looking into possibly buying another attachment of a catio to add on, because I mean, I have the yard space and I want them to be able to live their life thriving, breathing fresh air. So that might be on the list in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate it. It's actually very warm in here. Let me go ahead and shut. Oh, I gotta clean up my mess. There's their cat door. And they get to walk out to this. As always, guys, thank you so much for giving me your valuable, precious time. Thank you for cleaning the yard with me, building a catio and a shed that all started because of a delusional idea. I cannot wait to see what the next adventure is. Thank you for being here. I love you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, beige. I actually got to go in that way because I got to lock it from the inside. Safety first. Let's go in there and hang out with them. Yumi, can I come in here with you? I got 4 of the 6. I love it. I can be outside with my babies. Oh, big stretchy. You love it, Cocoa Bean? You love it, baby girl? I guess I didn't show you guys what it looks like from the inside. I definitely think I'm going to get another attachment. What if I just buy another one and just extend it out? And then it's like a condo. A catondo. I don't know. I was asked if I think the cats will be out here in the winter time. And definitely, especially with the roof, it'll cause it to where no snow will get in here. So they will actually be able, oh, some snow. I mean, obviously if the wind blows from the side, but they most definitely will still be out here in the wintertime. I will keep you guys posted as far as weather when it rains and snows. I did spray all the sealant and got the whole outside, so I will update you on my story on either Facebook or Instagram. But I'm very confident that I don't think it'll leak. Unless it's like a massive storm, which please don't, you know, because it's not perfect. It's made with love. And you know love has flaws. Bad.